check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. For check it. Put sugar level for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
We are back into the studio once again to do the Lord's work, and the Lord's work is to talk about show business here on Sammy Flex TV on a special platform called Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is the online discussion platform for show business in Ghana. My name is Sammy Flex, and in today's edition, men are seated to delve into some of the top stories in our industry. As you can see in the middle, in Team Dodo Solomon is called Chemo, who is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and of course in Team Dosu Digital Solutions, seated to provide us with some insights based on the stories on board. And of course, Roland Amate is at the extreme end, also ready to do it. Roland works with Shagzi, Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, as well as RolandReport.com. Join us with your commentaries in the comment section. And remember, show is produced by Digital Rasta Currency, who is doing camera, and Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show. Now, subscribe to us, share with your friends, and let's even do more, because show business right here in Ghana is the ish. In fact, we hear that very soon we'll be using cards for our celebrities to travel. Oh, Joe, why are you laughing? Don't you want to use it too? Don't you want to use it too to travel?
You can't do something like that without the other parties where you want to travel to giving you consent or giving you something for you to even work with. So
Okay.
what is her position to even talk to American government or UK government? That's where Ghanaians want to travel to, America, Canada, and US. So I'm doubting how she can convince the agencies,
the embassies,
to give that leeway for Ghanaian entertainers. I mean, this is an impossible task.
I see. So, looking at her position, don't you think she knows what she's doing, or you think because you see it as an impossible task, it means she doesn't even know?
To borrow my friend's word in Nigeria, this is a political higgy haga.
Even the crinkle of the issue.
She's just maybe it will convince some people to vote for her party. Otherwise, this is just a non-starter when you want to help the entertainment industry.
I see. You also think it is not possible?
Well, whether it is possible or not, of course, for you to do identification cards or any form of identification.
No, but we already have identification cards for artists.
Like for you to do any form of identification tools for a group of people, it is very easy for anybody to do it. Individual institutions have various ID cards and of which they do for their staff, so it is very easy for you to do it. But then the usefulness of that particular card is the issue here. And as far as we are concerned, when you are talking about immigration rules and all of that, there are certain, even the normal passports and even diplomatic passports, like crampo, the conversations around it is not as easy as that. So I am looking at how you would go to tell or use that particular form of ID card to go and convince the American embassy that this person is really a musician, this person is really an entertainer. So they allow the person to travel or give the person that leeway or visa. Because as far as that, we know there's an institution, and when it comes to immigration rules, they are even try to even block certain ways that people get into the space illegally for them to identify themselves as people they are not. So when you open yourself up in such conversations, then it means they will just even see you as a suspect.
I see.
Because at the end of the day, what shows that the person that you are presenting is indeed who they say they are. All these questions will be asked, and it will render whatever you are doing useless. Because if my Ghana card, my passport, or even my personality on my socials and everything that I present is still not enough, then an ID card coming from an institution will not do. What will be the difference between this one and the letterheads that we get from the GAMRO, the music guy and stuff? What will be the difference? What would be the difference? Why don't you partner with them and rather strengthen that institution, make it more credible, so that at least if there is even a letter from them, at least that one will serve a purpose.
Fact.
Else, anybody would see this one as an opportunity for somebody to chop money in a certain corner. Anybody will see, because the ID card or printing, doing of making of the ID card is going to cost something.
Fact.
And will it come to serve the purpose? No, not really. So me, I also think yes, for possible they can do it, and then nobody can hold them to it. But serving its purpose is our main concern here. And when we look at the challenges that entertainers are facing, even with our traveling processes, ID card is not the solution.
And again, I even want to add that it is not as if the embassies are stopping your people from coming to their countries. Whatever they are looking for, if you're able to provide it, they give you your visa. They've not stopped anybody in the name of going to their countries to work or to perform. Just they have their requirements.
Just meet it
right there. So even if you still do the cards, people will still have to meet their requirements. It won't change anything. It will not be like, okay, because you have the card, when you get there, we overlook the requirements and put you through. No embassy in the world will do this. Once again, the other day, Shatta Wale wrote something about as much as it was hard, I'll find a way to polish it.
That's your job.
Yeah, it was hard. But what he wrote today, it was really hard. But you find a way to polish it for it to go out there still. Now, are we understanding copyright in Ghana now, or should I say in Africa now? Because elsewhere, when you go to the West, copyright is one of the best traps that people use to make money. But here, when someone even says, "Oh, you are abusing my rights," it's like, "Oh, get out of here." It won't go anywhere. But the last couple of days have given us some kind of hope, where Kwame Mickey versus Defe guys, yes, Team Eternity. Now we hear Team Eternity, they have settled the issue with Kwame Mickey. It means that something has gone down, and Kwame Mickey says, okay, now let's roll. And today, while I was about coming to the studio, I see another story of a creative person here in Ghana, Spike Lee also, who has also won $250,000 from the courts here in Ghana over CAF's copyright abuse on his work. And I'm asking, okay, now say we were not trying the laws. Maybe we were not trying the law. So Kobe Spike wrote that a win for the creative industry, CAF versus Spikies, and $250,000 no small money. When you bless him. But reading the story, I'm asking, it's kind of bad here because story no move style B. Because calf the wine pan on the Coco Santa Quarry because and easily now. Because send a story in it, you know. As a Ghana had my story in you, Ghana. Yeah, Ghana had my story in you. One of first Ghana. Rich, let me see if I can read the story a little bit. So I get the views of my people as well. So it says music producer Spikey wins 250,000 damages in copyright case against CAF. And
CAF is the
Confederation of African Football.
Yes, football. Yes. Bring it down. It says the Commercial Court 7 in Accra on Wednesday, July 17, 2024, gave a verdict on the copyright infringement case between music producer Spikey and the Confederation of African Football. The court found CAF guilty in the case for not seeking permission from Spikey before using a bit of his music titled Okonfanoche as part of promotional materials for the 2018 CAF Awards. 2018 CAF Awards, awards, in Ghana, the Shatta performing now. Justice Emmanuel Lodo, okay, no in Nigeria rather. Justice Emmanuel Lodo, who presided over the case, awarded damages of Ghana cedis equivalent to $250,000 and a legal cost of 40,000 Ghana cedis against CAF. According to Spikey, born Kwame Ofei Kwade Nkrumah, CAF's act was total disrespect for his intellectual property rights, causing him to lose money from any licensing of his music for commercial use. Before suing CAF, Spikey had called them out in 2019 for copyright infringement. In a series of tweets, he noted that even though CAF had sent an email admitting to using his work without his consent and had apologized, they did not reply to him when he made a demand for compensation. CAF, while admitting to failing to the offense, said the musical work was available online for free download without any restrictions or conditions. Without any restrictions or conditions to use for the artwork posted on CAF social media platforms. Senegal. And it was Senegal. And said they also denied using the soundtrack for commercial purposes, citing that the CAF Awards was not a profit-making venture. They further explained that they deleted the work from their social media accounts and apologized to Spikey. Expressing his excitement on social media, Spikey, also a tech expert, wrote a win for the creative industry, CAF versus Spikey's. Well, the story was not very clear on the lawyers of CAF. And that to me is another red flag. It means that they call it what? Judgment in absentia.
They didn't put in
yes. Judgment in absentia, something like that they call it. It means that CAF really did not make an appearance for the case. It was the fact that the guy sent the case there, nobody was coming, and the court ruled in favor of Spikey. And upon hearing this, I said, hey, but I said they are on Sabeka, and then see another problem, especially when you are in Ghana and you are dealing with an international body like this. And Ghana court near the Jesus Kyei. Saskari also and you know, I don't know if there is still hope. Is there hope for?
Because after this, what will happen is that they will write to CAF and then see the response that will come. If still they are not responding, then they will write to FIFA to intervene, because CAF is under FIFA. CAF is also working with FIFA. So then hopefully FIFA will take an action. If they think that the guy deserves the money, then FIFA may help him to get his money. Even if FIFA is not working, then they can take it to international court and then see if the international court will also intervene for you. So it's just the beginning of his fight. In fact, well, he can say that he has won for now, but getting the money will take more than just Ghana court pronouncing that you have it here. So for that, there's hope, but it's not as easy as it sounds. He has to do more before he can get the money. Maybe if he's lucky, they will just write to CAF and CAF will also pay without any resistance. Yeah. But I doubt that will happen because they didn't make an appeal.
Yes, they did not contest.
Yes.
Already, I'm sure the only thing they have told him was the fact that, the thing itself, it was online, available for downloads, and they even did not use it for any commercial project. Yes. It was on their social media, and the moment you complained, they deleted it. Yes. All those things will be something that they can argue later, that even if the compensation will come, you will not get it to this tune.
They have the option to appeal.
Exactly.
So appeal will come on and even go to a higher court. And so there are so many processes. Unless they will just say, we don't want to fight this, let's just settle. And then
they won't give him this money.
And I doubt if they will give it to him.
This free lunch. This free lunch, Emma. This free lunch radio, yes, Emma Sakra. Well, what are you also saying?
For the understanding of intellectual property rights in our space here, it is gradually growing. I mean, when you look at our energy in being part of international conversations, you can't be part of international conversations without having or knowing the basics of whatever you would want to be part of. So if Ghanaian creatives are always fighting for a seat at the table on the international level, definitely you can't do that without you looking down on some of these basics of whatever you're doing. So intellectual property right, copyright, whatever, you need to know these are the basics. So gradually, our creatives especially who like yearn to be part of, okay, I want to go international, I want to do this, I want to do that here. Definitely these things will meet you on the way, where you would have to sign to certain agreements, certain rights and all of that. And I believe that is what our brother is also doing. But then, I agree this is also the beginning of the fight for him. Because yes, the court has pronounced judgment, but the people also have an option to appeal. And that will also determine, and for $250,000, yes, as much as CAF is a huge body that can cough out this money easily, because they do even for tournaments and all of that. It is also going to look some way if they also just succumb to the fact that, okay, we've used this. And when you look at the conversation around it, they actually did not mean any harm, as in when you look at the argument.
No, but that one it doesn't.
And I make say when you look at the argument has to do with one, it is not a commercial venture. Two, they
just posted it on their
socials.
And it was for the awards.
And even after your complaint, you complaining after the fact, of which your product self was online for anybody to use. So you complaining after the fact, they did the needful by doing what? Deleting it and also apologizing. You understand? So to them, out of their own intentions, they've expressed the intentions with which they used your material for. They used it as any other person can use. Any other, it is just like on social media, it is just like you doing a song and somebody using your song, like reacting to the song on social media. Unless you want to go and tell the person that you've used my song, so I'm suing for copyright. You understand? It is in that same intention that they use the material. And if it happens that way, they've already shown a first step to tell you that, okay, if indeed it was commercial, we wouldn't come to apologize or maybe delete it. We would have come for a business talk. But because this is the intention with which we use the material, that's why we've taken it off and apologized. But you are crying for that one. They have no, they cannot do anything about it. But then this, I know they would have to appeal, or they would want to appeal. And after, it is also to the guy now that after him giving this particular judgment, he needs to write to CAF and also to FIFA. I'm sure if they don't respond if CAF doesn't respond in due time, FIFA will do the job for them, simple crap. Because FIFA, what you guys have legal teams over there. So if you sit down for individuals to come and press your balls like that, FIFA will not come and challenge this on behalf of CAF. They will let CAF pay the money.
Handle it.
Yes, you pay the money. They will squeeze them to pay the money. That means FIFA is rather seeing CAF as reckless. You guys are just doing anything anyhow and you are just dashing money. So you will pay. But unless they decide not to respond. But if in a few days or in the coming days, they were the guy demanding for his $250,000, they would want to.
That's big money.
Yeah. I'm sure it will not come easy on a plate like that. There will definitely be a different conversation. Probably a reduction to this particular amount. That is if the damages will be met. A reduction to this particular amount, or maybe there will be a different conversation. Let's see. This is just the first step. Even though he's been able to throw the first blow. This is just the first step. So let's see what happens in the coming days.
Well, Roland Amate's opinion on that one, and we wish Spikey well. After all, like he said, if this becomes a win, then indeed it is a win for the creative industry. But for the way it stands, we are just waiting for the process to start. Let's see how far this will go. In another news, I've seen a video of someone who is known to be an influencer in London. In fact, there is one thing that I've seen in recent times. Most of our artists who go to abroad spend time with this lady doing interviews. Her name is Jennifer Lomote. And in a recent interview with Zion Felix, she was asked why she does not want to come to Ghana or why she's not frequenting Ghana. And her response is making me ask myself, this person is supposed to be an ambassador for Ghana. She's a Ghanaian, and therefore, and as an influencer who is a Ghanaian, she's supposed to be an ambassador for Ghana. The many people who go there for her to promote them, they go there because she's a Ghanaian and she has Ghana at heart. But listening to her say this, I was asking, now the person who's supposed to promote Ghana, make Ghanaian creatives look good, is saying this about the same Ghana. Are we safe? What did she say? Let's watch this. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Canada.
But should I mean Canada?
Yeah.
Canada. Mean Canada.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Canada.
But should I mean Canada? Yeah.
Canada.
Mean Canada.
How old are you?
When you're 25 to say mean Canada.
25 years of your life.
Which one take it to me now?
Oh, how much? £1,000.
Show me na pay.
But why haven't you been to Ghana before?
I'm more baby man. I mean, I don't know you man. And don't know you man.
Don't know you man. I say more.
Never had our house.
No money. No don't do ni.
Yeah, but some of more through.
No don't do nebi.
I'm more baby man. Come back come like what you say. My body is not for baby sir. What you say?
Your body here for baby like Ghana.
Yeah, I have a body. So it's for a brochure and kasa. What you say? Intina me a brochure ni akola, me friend me brochure ni akola no.
Okay. Don't Canada.
David. But she no professor my yard dey say me to chi. Because obi on call Ghana na hu a wotimi e dey e ka chi ba Italy for na hu. Most of Italy for na e wo mo Italy no. Na me wo Vicenza. Unim ho. Bene grazie.
I've been to almost everywhere in Italy.
Bene grazie. Vicenza ho na me wo e wo me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nti ohono na matena sa na me de ba e krom ha in 20.
Wow. So as an influencer, as an ambassador for Ghana, and she's making Ghana look like as a yanam kramai kaza me ba krama beki kai kami. And hey. Oh, BBC do yen kan say. Mo ben na mo obi aka say krama kan. And now Munila don't run us, the Munila don't run. I don't know what kind of, like, what's the problem?
This one is a statement, Bermuda Triangle.
It is within the frame of the
Bermuda Triangle.
No, that's not good for tourism,
Of course, it's a BC Basa, And also looking at where she's identifying herself from. This is actually the fight against whatever even the country is trying to preach as a whole, as making Ghana a tourism destination country. So if at the end of the day, somebody even asks you who pride yourself as a Ghanaian, or somebody with a Ghanaian descent and say, okay, I've heard this and that from Ghana, and there's the perception the place is nice and I would want to visit. You that you also have roots there. What do you think about? Now, then obviously you, even in your own small way, instead of being the ambassador, is even driving people away. But that's notwithstanding, I think individually, everybody is doing their own thing. Everybody has their own mind. And if by the grace of God, that mindset, the benefit of that particular mindset comes to the country, hallelujah. That is what we are praying for, because the truth of the matter is so many people who are actually coming from here would not even say good things about this place. It is, some are living here, some are living abroad. This is no different from what Trini Jonas has been saying. This is no different from some of the things somebody like Kevin Taylor has been saying about the country. Just that way they are different. And no more than in a diplomatic and no more war. But then this one is the same thing. It's the same thing. When you were saying, you know, influencer, I was asking myself, okay, influencing what? Influencing who? You see, we create avenues for people to do certain things, and when we enable them and they come back to bite us, then we come and cry. Jennifer Lomote, near the abonum. Nah, at the end of the day, Jennifer Lomote say, baby, I'm born, no, about Moaberino. Yes, that is the repercussions of some of the things that we are doing. So me, when I saw the video, well, I wasn't surprised. Actually, I wasn't surprised. Yeah, it is one of those nonsense that you go on the internet and you hear some. It is one of those. What would you do to her? That is her opinion. That is her mindset. Whatever you think you can also do in your little corner to neutralize what she is doing, well, do it. Because everybody has their own platform. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Either ways, there are other nationals that would also hold the same opinion like she is doing against their country. I watched a video not long ago before we came on. Said somebody asking if they give they were asking Nigerians, if we give you 100,000 pounds, will you go back to Nigeria? About 10 people, everybody said no. You understand? So in that sense, somebody can also translate and say, okay, are they painting Nigeria black, or are they painting Nigeria in a certain light that may not be attractive to somebody in the outside world or something? Yeah, it is the same. It is the same conversation we are having here with Jennifer Lomote. So you may not like it, but it is what it is. Periodically, some of these statements will come. You may not like
to come to achieve what exactly?
Yeah, it will just come, whether to achieve something or not. That one, it is not for you to decide. Whatever you want to do, how you want to see your country, it is on you to do it. It is on you to paint it. So at the end of the day, there is a certain Ghanaian that is saying, don't come to Ghana. When you come to Ghana, and more animals will bite you. Animals will bite you. But then, if you want to neutralize that particular statement, it is also up to you to preach the better side of what, or the opposite side of what she is saying. Because what can you do to her? You can't do anything to her. What can you do to the statement that she is saying? You can't do anything to it. So it is just about you also doing the other side to neutralize whatever she's saying. So if she says Emwa Burial Afro Nation is being hosted here, post videos, trumpet those good things, trumpet the nice tourist attractions that you have, do whatever you are doing. You see the people that will come, the people that will be attracted to come, they will come anyways. Some may not even base their opinion on this, even though some have some of these perceptions though. But along the line, if they see the good things that are coming from the people that would want to paint a good picture of the country, when they come across it, it will still entice them for them to come anyways. So yeah, like I said, periodically some of these statements there, they will come and flood the space. To what purpose? Zero purpose. Or maybe to the ones that we don't like. But there is nothing anybody can do about it. We can only go about our business, do things that at the end of the day, some of the benefits will splash onto the country and make the country look good. And when people make some of these statements, maybe if we have the opportunity, we can speak against it or try to correct them on how they should speak to represent the country when they get opportunities like this. That's the best we can do.
I see. Chamu, let me also get your opinion.
Yeah, interesting one. It's an unfortunate statement to come from her, but the truth is that she's not an ambassador for Ghana. So even if Ghana will benefit from her actions, it's not voluntary. It's her doing her thing, and for some reason, Ghana will get the benefit. And you see, and some no can me who say not open reason to say me and Indian member Ghana no, and unfortunately for her, Bibia a reasonable be a monetary that say me buy and more that's the unfortunate part, because I started by saying say, will you buy my ticket? As if on your paper Zion Felix can in positive no or the other reasons to buy. Says Zanka, take it there, say meet me a trauma and then more berry no in the home. And she was just looking for a reason to say oh mama. And now unfortunately what can't do anything. I mean it's not nice. And yeah, my video or argue say we are the one promoting you and but I know that the marketing talks. And yeah, it's not in any way just to promote you. When they do that, they get the numbers, they get the following. If people see or get the impression, say she has access to celebrities, she has access to influential people, obviously she will get the numbers. So they do that to get the numbers and also benefit from it. So it's not their intention to just promote Ghana. They are working, and their work can promote Ghana or benefit Ghana as a whole. We get that thing. What she said, for me, I'll plead on her behalf. We should forgive her. Just it's in a bad taste. What she said is in a bad taste because she made it look like Ghana they'll buy more berry.
I wasn't coming.
I think Grandma Becca or the can't tuntum. And as I am Felix Cat, and I said, and tuntum and do.
I saw the most.
I know you one. And now I will say, well, Lucy and tuntum argument.
Yeah.
She can't say that tuntum berry minting a member. And then Grandma Becca and so it's an unfortunate statement, but I think she was just trying to find a reason why she can't come to Ghana, or she's not be able to come so far. Just that she couldn't get a better reason to give them to say Krama Bekano and all that. We should just ignore and move on. Besides, it's all kind of tree. This will be so also. Yet so no I never said that church the match them for busy. They all can say no come to mom
so put it for soccer.
And the way there is among us. Yeah, I am for and I walk at and obviously we know say what she's saying there's no truth to that, and we should just ignore statement. Yeah.
Well, we wish her well, and we pray that she gets the chance to also come to Ghana. And no mosquito or no dogs will be on the streets biting her like she is portraying. Ghana is not like that. In fact, for information, there are some places that are beautiful in Ghana than in London. Yes, some of us, we also go to London. There are some places when you go there, and there are some places here in Ghana too, when you go there, very clean. You not even see any dustbin hanging around, but it's like that. A hundred crash still,
That's why by me I said Ghana is better than
and you know so onya in same kekano. No measure the cost of Ghana. Very well. She needs to come to Ghana to see it. It is not how she is portraying it to be. It is not. It is very, very far away from that. So we beg Jennifer Lomote, come to Ghana. See what is happening before you make such reckless statement about a country that you claim you are promoting the people in there. This is not promotion. This is very demeaning, if you ask me. Now, Prophet Adom Chedia, is he a prophet? Okay. Prophet Adom Chedia is in the news. Remember when he talked about people using his image as the Jesus of our time? Or you have not seen it?
For the next 500.
Looks like how social media and netizens reacted to the issue has made the man angry. And it's not even social media alone. There are some men of God who even came attacking as well. One of them is Software Chirabosum. In fact, Software Chirabosum gave it to him. Woto. I hear Opambo also gave it to him. Woto. Oh, any attacks now more? No wonder he's vexed. The man is not happy with how you people handled that particular sermon he preached on that day. Because of that, he's not letting the case die. He's out again to respond to such critics. Let's watch what he's saying. Then we come back to discuss what the people did, the good and the bad, what he said, the good and the bad, and what we are experiencing now.
Those who have placed my image on the body of this white man, I detest and hate that body. I hate that hair. Yes. And I hate that dress code. Present my image as I am.
Yes.
Amen. Beloved, do not look unto me, but I, that through me, that you have come to know the truth.
Give me that honor.
Give me that honor.
Give me that respect.
And just give me that respect.
That's what I just need from you.
This is the little thing I need
But
from you.
never you worship me.
But do not ever worship me.
And the none of them make them say me woo. No one no matter about me na so mess so there be
Because at that point I said you wine and dine. And if you do not know and you visit my place, I shall
me woo. No one no matter about me na so mess so there be
Because at that point I said you wine and dine. And if you do not know and you visit my place, I shall resurrect and then
Wow, the man of God seems to be very angry and very mad at his critics. Jabo, what is happening?
For them. I think they are not doing the man any favor. At this point, no, what I'm talking about is the way he's getting all the info. Obviously, they are talking to him. As in, Papa, what is a way come? What is a way come? That's what is happening. It's not like he is the one going looking for who is talking about me for me to come and respond. The way I see him, it will be about the people around him, telling him what people are saying. And obviously, he will respond to it. That's where I'm going. I'm not trying to say that those around him can stop him from talking. No one can stop him. But sometimes if you reduce the information going to him, if he's not the one searching for them, it will reduce his talking without even advising him not to talk. And I think he is getting more of those things. In fact, I heard that Captain Smart has said something about him through him. I didn't even know that it is there, but I can assume that I am more social media active than him. Meanwhile, when Captain Smart said it, I didn't hear it from Captain Smart. I heard it from him. So obviously, the people around him are feeding him because they know that when he hears it, he will respond to it. So they will go and show him, Papa, Captain Smart is coming here for him. The same thing with Opambo. Opambo has people around him. They will go and show him
what others are
prophet,
saying.
almost say you then Opambo will fire. And I think the same way this man is also operating. And for me, I think it is not helping matters because people will not stop. People will not really because of the way you are angry or responding to things, they will stop. In fact, they want it. They want you to respond to the things that they do about you. That's how social media works. In fact, some people make money if you respond to them. So they should rather be telling him that, Papa, this is the strategy. This is the new way of making money online. And if you respond to them, they will always get something to feed on. Confidence that onim said the social media na ye adwuma onim and you what say obi aka bi afa no pe no nso abeka bi what say no obi abeka bi ni refi say about 1,000 people na aka bi afa no but he's responding to just one or two. After that, then you will know that, oh, there's another guy somewhere also aka bi afa. You can't fight all of them, so you just keep quiet, or at some point you go after people that you think you can go after them. It is the Okochibi, ODB court, defamation, no one, and that one is within that year. You can take action based on that. But just to come and respond to, I don't like this image that you have given. And now, be execute permission before doing that image. You can't do anything about it. Why is it not bad? 3 different versions.
Oh, yeah, sure. Because now that you've reacted and they know, okay, they can poke you.
They will do different ones. Almost I do face in. So you don't have to respond to them. So for me, I think the way some of the things that he's saying is also funny. Look at even the caption for this one, warning to those who are using my face
as a joker.
As a joker, use my real picture. I'll advise him or the followers or the people who go to his church. If you are closer, or if you know him, or if you can get somebody who is closer to him, I think they will do the man a favor by telling him or explaining to him how social media works and how we make money on social media. So what I say na still also be there. The munya no money. But if you are tia or baba come say make I'm going to feed people who are ridiculing me.
Yeah.
And you know obe do who before he will come out. Or when he comes out, he will come out in a way that very difficult for you to even ridicule.
Yeah.
But they say at a way, baby, or can't say me would not say Oba me na so be so am sorry abo waso. Me
sorry ahwe waso.
Any a wo ye dey. Trans na hwe am waso boy. Then na wo peso wo ansa na.
That was what I hear.
And some people will take that portion. Now they have forgotten about your image and you not being happy. And now they will come to so you always have something to fight about. So for me, I think they should advise him on how social media works. And if he understands it and ready to do the game, fine. If not, then I think things will go down and it will be in his favor. That's what I think.
I see. Ro, have you also seen this?
As it stands, whether he understands it or not, with the level of which or at which the conversation has gotten to here, me, I can tell you he's even enjoying it.
Okay.
As it stands, he's enjoying whatever is going on. So, unfortunately for Chemu, even if the people around him would want to limit the information they would want to give himself, he himself will
go fish it
out. No, not fish it out directly. Say or no, have a funny phone or go online because these people they don't have that time. It is they will still find people who can give them that information.
Okay.
They will still.
They use other avenues.
Exactly. They will find people who can give them that information. Maybe you used to bring that information, but now looks like you are Adom. So it is either you are not telling me, or let me just find a different person or a different opinion about whatever is going on. You can't bet me, oh, currency, bra. What have you seen about me online lately? As I see, I still among Kamas and Bimanamugusuka. And we can all attest to the fact that from, if not, from the time Lewen started his country called Ghana campaign, this man has been in the news left, right, center. Fact. Left, right, center. Of which now he's enjoying. Now he's enjoying it because as far as we are concerned, the first one is this. The next one is some of the activities that are going on in his church, and they are being posted on most of the blogs. In some people's intention is to mock him. Some people's intention is to make mockery of him. But he sees it as a promotional tool. So if he is going to do more for you guys to post more, then he will do it. He will do it. Normally, some people wouldn't even respond to some of these things. They won't respond. Now, the sermon said the time for the sermon in the church, they reach them. For them to even have time to come and respond to things that you are saying to them about social media. No. Somebody like
that means more time too much.
Somebody like Opabo, for instance, sometimes he preaches, then he will even have time to ask his junior pastor what is going on online. Yes. Hey, sir, I think your papa that was it. You see, they have that time. Now they are enjoying those things. They are enjoying it. So now, as it stands, he himself is enjoying it, which is why he will come and say, don't use, your friend is saying, this picture, the body that you are putting my face on, I don't like it. I don't like the hair. Use this picture. That means he's asking you to go and do it again. In fact, the artwork, he liked it. Just that maybe it is just his face that was put on a different body. Yeah. So why don't you use my picture? Because everything about the artwork is nice. And the man liked it. If not, he would have, when the guy was doing the look-alike of him that he didn't like, he was very blunt about it. My last warning. Warning. Last warning. He was very straightforward on what he liked and what he didn't like. But this one, he did not come out to say, I don't like it. He did not come out to say, don't do it. But he said, don't put my face on a different body. The body, I don't like it. The hair, I don't like it.
Use my real image.
Use my real image. Use my real picture. And he even specified the picture that he wanted. He specified because that particular picture has been framed big in his church.
I don't know, pay.
Because that picture, I don't know.
Spirit
move. Yeah. So, for whatever is going on here, these people are enjoying it. But whether they understand the repercussions of some of these things, to them now they are seeing it as more promotional than it coming to hurt them. In fact, their opinions, and to them, the reason why they are seeing it as more promotional, because it is actually happening practically in what they are doing. It is happening. These things are convincing people to still patronize them.
Fact.
So to them, as you have a different opinion, you don't matter to him.
Yeah.
Miracles. But you yes. YouTube, Facebook.
Wow.
Facebook. You understand? So to them, because they are now enjoying some of these things, we can just leave them to display. And on social media there, whether they understand it or not, see the enjoyment, because at the end of the day, because go on Kodion Castle Lewen's page, and about 10 of his recent posts are all miracles and stuff of this man's church.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, he's been posting it back to back. Every day be a posty back. Every day be a posty back, and it is what it is. So he is seeing it as more promotional. So whilst people are mocking him, others are also promoting or posting stuff that will be to his benefit. And then who is actually all trending. So trending, and more people, and more people means more cash.
Well, the new Jesus is in Ghana. That is our pride. at least we can also go anywhere, hit our chest and say that in the world, the new Jesus
We have it for them
is in Ghana. In fact, we know him in Ghana very, very well. And I'm sure this pride will also boost tourism. Like every day we have been talking about. We need things that will boost tourism, and this particular one is a tourism booster. Of course, people will come and look at him like, hey, where is the new Jesus in Ghana? We really want to see him. So yeah, this is a tourism booster. No two ways about it. Now finally, does the genre and artist do make him a certain character? I'm asking because in an interview with Joe Frazier, he has said that there are some people, because of the genre they have chosen, they have to act as such. He used the example of Shatta Wale in this particular interview. I'm asking my people same way. The genre you do as an artist, should that shape your character, your behavior, and how you do your things? Let's watch this. I'll come back, then we wrap up for the day.
Going forward, I also like Shatta Wale, even though people doesn't like him. I also like Shatta Wale, even though people doesn't like him.
We love Shatta Wale. I mean, like, he's controversial and everything, but as a musician, you can't not love Shatta Wale.
Yeah. You see, their style is like that.
Yeah.
Dancehall, I mean, you have to be a little rough. I mean, Tetanosa, Shabaranks, Quarteranks, so Kyei.
Yeah.
Mad Cobra. They were rough people. I mean, that's a dancehall ragga.
Yeah.
What I say. One yes, in fact, as a hint 2 years, then you get attention. Yeah. Now that is dancehall. Dancehall, you can't do dancehall and be gentle now tie or dowsisi so that I should shoot and then dance all in foul. That's all there. You have to be a little rough. I mean, that is what exactly Shatta is doing. It was along the line, I heard that Stoneboy Beat will be that is dance on too, but that is dance hall. Not rough. But
we know that the challenge is that there's always a possibility that it can degenerate into a violent situation.
Exactly. And then here our culture doesn't entertain that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So when you are doing it, you have to put wisdom to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then look at Shatta Wale. I think that he's putting wisdom to it because of and next day we will not now and then the fans know which is good somehow. But I think but
so hopefully we get to see you collaborate with Kofi Kinata, Blacko, or Shatta Wale sometime in the future. We'll get to your new song.
Well, so that was Joe Frazier, one of Ghana's best rhymers. Agree. Yeah, Joe Frazier is a rhymer, no two ways about that. In fact, today, after this show, I'm going to listen to some of his tunes.
Pastor friend Joe Frazier, no Madaka Moshe, favorite.
Wow.
She.
Madaka Moshe.
As a couple, if you say Adaka Moshe, she. Yeah, muchre into a piokota nipa miansan a chair.
Oh, somebody should give me a playlist of best of Joe Frazier. Let me listen to rhyme. Yeah, mommy. I so wonderful. So the genre and character are they to match all the time?
Oh, not all the time, but it's true. It's true, especially if you are always preaching that this is where I belong, then it should come with that character or the kind of culture that exists among them. It is not always like that. We can give an example of people who are so calm and you not even consider them as a musician, but they are doing their thing and it is working for them. Just that if you do that, mostly people will miss you for something else. You have to explain yourself. Like, walk over assistant and I'm not chair assistant near US in
You want to musician.
One musician, like it will happen based on how you dress, based on how you do your thing. If you are not into that culture, yes, it will work for some people, but not all the time. So for the general sense of when you belong to a certain genre, it should come with a certain attitude. I agree, but where I will go off or I may not follow is it is not always the case. We have few examples that we can mention, and yeah, he mentioned Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale will has the attitude of being a dancehall artist, but at the same time we have seen him doing other genres. So now the question would be, which one should he portray? Because he has done hip life before, he has done amapiano before, high life. He has even done the new one, the Kumasi,
drill music,
the drill music, the Asaka people's
sound,
Yes, so if you are a versatile musician, now the question will be, which one should you put on? Like, which of the cultures should you put yourself in? That would be a
big task,
yes. So, but looking like a musician or doing something for you to be different so that people will know that you are this or you are coming from this industry, that one 100%. That's how it is. Because if you don't do that, you always have to explain yourself. You always have to. I mean, and sometimes it may not be good for you, because before people will notice or know that you are the one, then something may happen that you will not be happy.
True.
And it can lead to certain things. And so just look like the way
you are,
the kind of job that you
do. Yes,
look that way for people to address you accordingly, so that it will not bring you problems, or you may not have to explain yourself anytime you go to other places. I remember I've watched a video that you interviewed Black Sheriff, and you were saying, "Oh, Christ, I won't say musician." It's funny when you look at it, but at that time that you were interviewing, obviously now I'm the same musician. Now when you see,
there was a moon in my house.
So that is it. I mean, you have to look like your profession. Like it should be easy for people to identify
what
without
you do.
You even saying anything.
Fact. Well, let's close the show.
Well, to a large extent, I agree with him, because you see, fortunately or unfortunately for the people that are in now, the pioneers of the genres created a culture around it. So yes, you may be an introvert, but and probably be a lover of hip hop or maybe dancehall, because the pioneers or the leaders of that particular genre has created a certain perception or culture around it. Unfortunately for you, you would have to leave it, because if you don't, people may not. There are certain group of people that may not even give you that form of respect or relevance, even though you are doing even well in that particular genre.
Okay.
Some people, somebody like Strongman like this, there are so many people that have argued that Strongman looks, in terms of looks, he looks calm for a rapper.
Okay.
Yes, in terms of looks, he looks calm for a rapper. There are times that he's kept a short hair, and at that time you would even mistake him for any other genre than a rapper or maybe a hip hop. You understand? Until he started giving that look, that style look, or that gangster look. So certain genre definitely will cut for you. It is just like you being saying, oh, you are a high life artist. Let's check most of our high lifers. All these people are calm, like they have a certain culture or a certain nature they portray. Same with our gospel musicians. So if you're a gospel musician and you decide to act in a different culture or a different genre, like let's say you are radical, you are hot, maybe in the, like a hip hopper or maybe in a dancehall area, they see you some way.
Yeah.
People may not, they will still see you some way. Because the genre and the culture and the perception around it demands you to act in a certain light. So the moment you even decide to be yourself, act the way you want to act self. Hey, oh yeah, gospel, yen dresses are. Oh yeah, gospel, yen kasasa. Oh yeah, gospel, yen yesi. But meanwhile, the person wants to act himself. For whatever product that you want to enjoy or whatever genre you want to enjoy, the person will give you. But the person wants to be himself. But the person will say, hey, oh yeah, your friend is saying gospel, yen yesi. But sometimes it also comes to hurt the artists themselves. Because as much as there is the good mindset about whatever you're doing, that okay, if you belong to a genre, you need to act that way so people can easily identify and give you that respect. Sometimes the misconception or the negative misconception around it also comes to hurt the artist sometimes, in the sense that people may have a misconception that, oh, people in the maybe the rap industry or the dancehall industry are rude, are violent, are this. So the moment you go and tell somebody, oh, I'm a dancehall artist, the first one, if the person doesn't have a deep understanding of what you're doing, the first mindset about, oh, we want to say vagabonds, we want to say rude people, we want to say violent people. Yeah. Just introducing yourself, Keke, has putting you in a certain trouble or whatever. So even if the person would want to deal with you, the person will probably say, oh, sacrifice for you, I want you lucky. Sacrifice for you because we need to see gospel artists because some dancehall artists not in China and Papa no. Yeah. So because before from that. So yes, it has its pros and cons, but then for easy identification and for people to relate or connect you to the genre that you are doing, most of the times it is good you portray the culture. You bring out the look of the environment you decide to pick, so it will help you. So if you want to do dancehall, Shatta is very versatile. He does hip hop, he does high life, he does hip life and all of that. But he, in a major sense, portrays a dancehall attitude, a dancehall artist, which is why he wants to leave that. So even if at a point he decides to go and do high life self, he creates that because he's already created that dancehall picture. There's no way somebody would even mistake him for a high life artist, even if he does high life. So yeah, it's like that. Sometimes it comes back to hurt themselves, but there's nothing anybody can do. It is occupational hazard. It is one of those occupational hazards. If you find yourself at the wrong side, it may bite you. But on a major scale, yes, you need to look the genre that you are portraying, so people can identify. Like with Shatta. Yeah. We try to cry, see the happy. Yeah. Yep. And then because of Shatta, was stage, you see the happy. When you cast over raw, they are raw when a shot saying. Obero. They be out raw. Yeah, raw.
Well, Joe Fraser is back, and I'm loving something about his comeback. His comeback really has put him in the news. All the platforms that he has visited so far, they have projected his comeback in a very beautiful way, talking about Sarkodie's position in the GOAT rap ranking. Really brought the conversation around him, and he should enjoy it. I'm not sure if he came with a new song or what, because that is one of the things that going for media interviews these days don't do. Reasons you really went for the interview, we didn't know, but for the statement you made. So I'm not too sure if he came back with a new song, if he's back in active music.
Paluta had new song there.
Promoting.
That's what he's promoting. Yeah. That's the reason why he's going for interviews.
Okay. But someone said I'm making you mentira.
So, and also your cinema Amrado, and you also your person Bakubi remix. And they are very massive.
Well, so please, to media people, let's project that side. Kamoka, Nelson, we are the name no atwaso. They can do a challenge. I'm fine, but still on person about interview. We'll end it here on this note. Special thanks to Roland Amate, to Intimdo Solomon, Digital Rasta Currency, who did our camera for us, and Richie Flex, editor director of the show. And to you, thanks to you for watching. Subscribe to us, and let's do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you in our next video. Bye bye.